Why, hello there, folks, and welcome back to another VOD review. This one is for the Geagles and Blues game. The Blues won! Holy shit! I'm 1 for 1 on VOD reviews for teams with instant improvement. So I'm gonna take that to my head and I'm gonna make another one. So the Geagles this game, they struggled pretty bad. A couple bad habits. I already went through the VOD. I skimmed through, got some points I want to cover. And we're gonna get right into it because I don't want to hold you for too much longer. You don't want to listen to me waffle. You want to hear what I have to say. So this game was a really well played game by the Blues. Mostly Zia won. He balled out, but Eagles should have been better. Mostly Akuzo, and I know he knows that. So I'm not afraid to put him on blast. He's not going to take this to heart. I don't think, as he shouldn't. It's just block Yaki at the end of the day. We're gonna get into it though. This play, I wrote it down in my note, but essentially what's gonna happen is Superman's gonna get over aggressive. He's gonna lose to his guy. The guy I'm talking about is this guy, who's his man. He's the first contact, so he needs to not lose to this guy. But what's gonna happen is he's gonna end up on the weak side of the play, and it's gonna put Exo in a really tough spot. Watch. Oh wait, no, it was Clifford that ended up burning him. Other guy. But see what happens is now Superman is on the weak side of this guy. So now Exo has to worry about both this guy and this guy because his teammate is now out of the play. If you notice. And now look, it's Exo's just slightly pushed up, which gives Z the lane to get open and get open for this pass, which Clifford places very well. I'll give him credit. Um, and as you'll see, Z01 is going to take advantage and tuck this one, which is what you'd expect of a BHL player, but most of them seem to not be capable of finishing nowadays. But a good play by the Blues to start off the game. But we're going to get into this play right here. All right. So I have a opinion that in this game, you shouldn't be too worried about passing the puck before the red line because the center ice line is P3 range. So like you can't. So in the defenseman's head, um, this area right here is safe, and this guy is a non-threat. All he should be worrying about is this guy who's gonna have to get open. And this side is the danger zone, so he doesn't need to worry about Exo or the puck until it crosses that line. So he's just getting open for the pass. I mean, he's gonna go cover this pass, which is what he should do. If Exo takes like 1 or 2 more steps, he's probably gonna beat Clifford because Clifford pinches very poorly anyway. Um, and if Clifford keeps backing up, it makes this pass a lot more dangerous across ice or the shot dangerous. Where right now Exo's not a dangerous option. And the only way he's going to be involved in the play now is if Superman passes it back, which he won't. Also, I didn't write this down, but Superman, the way you play this is really poor. Hitting it straight is the worst thing you could have done. Like, if you cut back this way, anticipating that Clifford's moving across the ice, that's better. And if you go into the open ice and then shoot it, that's even better. I mean, that's also good, but going straight is where he is expecting you to go, so you're going to get owned. Like, staying in the middle of the ice is good, but sometimes you have to give up the optimal position. Um, this is another goal against, or chance against rather. Exo is just a little too far up, and he gets too aggressive trying to pinch on this, and Z wins it and goes and gets a breakaway, which should have been a goal. As you'll watch, Exo is just a little too far up, and it gives Z enough space. And look, see, Mimi has to make a pretty heroic save to stop that goal. We'll go back, and we'll go on. All right. This is a Blues misplay. This is a Clifford misplay. As you know, I love to give Clifford shit because his way of playing defense is very subpar. So it's easy to make examples as to what not to do. But if you notice where Clifford was positioned, he was way too far up, which gave the Eagles an opportunity to get a fast break kind of situation here, where Exo's going to get a breakaway. He's going to break through the the Blues defenders, get a shot, and goal. And really, this could have been avoided if instead of being all the way up here, if Clifford was inched back a little bit and he could have given himself more time to react, but instead he's too far up trying to be too aggressive for a goal and it doesn't work out. The pass was also not great, but I don't really like to blame the passer. He couldn't really pick where he wanted that to go. All right. This is Ice Nerd Masterclass. There are gonna be a couple things on him here. I know he asked me to review him more, so here you go. He played kind of like shit in the time you had this game. At least from what I watched. You over aggress this puck, TJ pings, it goes back this way. Ignore my squiggly line. That's irrelevant. TJ gets it, brings it up, passes over to Tango. Tango's able to go in and shoot and score. And I would say that this play is 90% on you. Because you lose. TJ's able to pass. Quake TFA has to recover. He can't. Goal. A lot of people like to try to point to Quake TFA or like the defender in that kind of scenario, but I always blame the forechecker. The forechecker put his defenseman in an impossible situation. Here we go again. Ice Nerd with a very weird turn. Ends up giving some space to TJ, who passes it to Tango. It almost results in a goal. Yeah. Next. This is a bit of a subpar play from Ice Nerd. This is kind of tough because Quake did get burned, but you were too far away from Tango. I mean, the gap was just too big. And by the time that Tango got here, you had to kind of sprint at him, and then he could just beat you either way. And since you were just so far away, I would say this is also kind of on Quake because he did get owned really bad, but it's kind of, he just kind of got mechanics diff. Like he missed. That's not really something I can point out. So I'm gonna really point out from this is that you weren't really in a situation to stop this. Got a big gap. We're just doing the goals now. I don't like to take too long on these. This is a Tango goal. What were my notes? Oh yeah, this was brutal to watch. Right here. This isn't something that I can correct. This is something that comes down to either you guys don't Tango is not playing the game or whoever enough. EXO I know plays the game enough, but you just need somebody needs to hit this. Like you should be jittering this in P2 and you will hit it eventually. Just Z shouldn't be able to walk in like that. Go to the next one. Right here. Yeah, EXO, this is kind of just on you. I know you probably agree and might remember this very vividly in your head, but you need to see the guy. That's right here. Like you need to either go off the boards or go middle and take it up with Superman. But you just go right into him and you get owned and he scores off of a pretty good play. Like the pinch was good. The pinch was perfectly timed by him. But you need to see it as a player of your talent level. Like you just didn't see the play. And then he had the game winner. This is a really bad look for EXO. He loses track of Z pretty bad. And because he's playing too aggressive on Quake, like I said earlier, like EXO shouldn't really be too worried right now. Like he should be playing pretty passive, like back here, just kind of letting Quake close the gap himself, and not letting Z get behind him, which is what ends up happening. Because you'll notice, look at what happens. Z has a whole gap on EXO because EXO was too worried about Quake, and now he's gone on a breakaway, game on the line, and he's ice cold. And that'll do it. There's not much else I want to talk about this game. I will say, I messaged TJ this. The Kegels, from what I watched, did a really bad job of finishing. Like you see 17 shots. I know that there's a bit of, I wouldn't say controversy, but a lot of talk about or discourse on post abusing right now. The Kegels don't do it really at all, which is dumb. I know Superman had a lot of great chances that he passed up on because he just didn't shoot off the post. That could have been goals for sure, especially because Orange Panda tends to like to shoot them in his own net. But overall, this was just a bad game from the Eagles, and the Blues took advantage. I mean, mostly Z took advantage when he saw fit. So, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments or BHL questions in my Discord. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.